Well, the BBC are behaving exactly as you'd expect an elite cabal of Oxbridge-educated wokists to behave. They unquestioningly share Hamas propaganda as gospel truth, even hilariously running this fake news footage featuring a notorious and very recognisable Pallywood actor who's popped up as a freedom fighter, a blood donor, a foster father, a resilient patient, a revived corpse, a war correspondent wearing a hat that definitely doesn't fit his head, an American Idol, a radiology tech, and a tour guide. Man, this guy's more versatile than Meryl Streep. But it's laughable that this is on the BBC that crows about its BBC Verify fact-checking department. I trust BBC Verify about as much as I trust a fart after eating Taco Bell. And the way the Western media reported on a Jewish man murdered by an anti-Israel protester in California, you'd think he choked on a hot dog instead of being battered over the head with a bullhorn. He died after suffering a head injury. Amazing how this head injury just spontaneously manifested itself. I guess these journalists can update the saying, first they came for the Jews. And actually, yeah, I did do something. I wrote an article minimising and obfuscating it. Even worse, mainstream media such as CNN hired photographers who apparently knew about Hamas's slaughter of civilians in advance and kept quiet about it, accompanied the terrorists and filmed their atrocities. Here's footage shot by one of these reporters on a motorbike with Hamas. Look at that hand grenade! I mean, the pen is mightier than the sword, but the hand grenade gets you the CNN byline. The same news organisations who constantly bleat about white supremacy and act like someone saying all lives matter is the worst, most hateful crime imaginable appear to be complicit in terrorist atrocities. It's not just CNN. Associated Press shared office space with Hamas in Gaza. Nice and cozy. So mainstream media are sharing water cooler moments with Hamas, but I get in trouble with Ofcom if I say something about Hunter Biden that turns out to be true in 6 months. It's mental. With the police and the media tickling the balls of Islamic extremism, how do you think our politicians are doing? For years, the British left-wing Labour Party relied on the Muslim vote to replace the white working-class voters they lost in post-industrial towns like Rotherham. This is why the left-leaning establishment in these towns didn't just ignore grooming gangs. That's all YouTube will let me show, but you can see the rest of this video for free on my Patreon. There's a link below.